Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode. Today, my guest is Chris of the band Idle Minds. I almost said Idle Hands, maybe because I watched too many fucking horror movies.
Dude, killer movie. Killer movie. Killer soundtrack.
Yeah, it was actually. It was. So, how we do it today, Chris?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I can't complain too much. Usual same old.
Oh,
Dad, punk and dad.
dude, I feel it.
So, tell us a little bit about Idle Minds.
I mean, we're typical skate punk band. Like we grew up on all the early 90s, like Epitaph, Fat Records bands. Take a lot of inspiration from that stuff. We've been playing together for, I don't know, like 10 or 12 years, something like that. Um, yeah, man, like it's just the music that we love, dude. Like trying to keep it going. Yeah.
Understandable. Cool. Cool. How did you guys start?
So we started, it was kind of like, so me and Chris Buckley, um, we started the band together. He was actually playing in another band and some stuff went down. They lost their drummer. He passed away in a car accident and like I was actually going to recording school at the time and they came in to be like my final project. And I was like working with some other people like writing songs and stuff like that. And basically it was like when their drummer passed away and what I had going on kind of was falling apart. We were just kind of like, well, we'd been hanging out so much because like the idea was like we both have these bands, man. We just play shows together and like I'd get into recording and all that and just kind of like put out our music. And I kind of envisioned it being like a small epitaph on the East Coast or something like that, right? But no, so then all that happened, man. Everything kind of fell apart at the same time, and me and Buck were just like, well, I guess we should get together and see if we could like write a song or something. And we did, man. Like we got together like the first night and like wrote our very first song, man. And then like from there, it was just like it never stopped, man. Like no matter what hiccup or band member changeover or anything like that, man. Like we just kind of kept going, man. Like I don't know, it was like too dumb to stop, I guess.
They were too dumb to stop. I mean, the band keeps going, the band keeps going. I mean, there's a lot of great punk bands out there that are just they've been around forever, and sometimes that's all they know what to do is just make music.
Yeah, I mean that's
So
kind of our thing, man. It was like, like we loved doing it, we loved hanging out, and like we loved the music that we were making. So we were just like, whatever roadblock, we were just like, oh, we're busting through this.
nice, nice. I like that. Um, so what is your musical background per se?
Uh, well, I mean, like I've been playing like music off and on like since I can remember, man. Like picking up a guitar probably like at like 11 or 12. And, like it would always be like in spurts, like I'd get a little bit better and then I would quit playing for months and then like whatever. Um but I sing in Idle Minds, so like I've never been that confident in my guitar playing. Like I'll write a riff here or there, bring it to the band, stuff like that. But I mean like mainly like I just sing in the band. Um, but like musically, like I said, I always wanted to get into recording and stuff like that. Like I think like a lot of my heroes, like outside of punk rocks, like Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys, like the idea like this dude can just like sit there and like kind of visualize how a song goes together and stuff like that. Like I always thought that was really rad. Uh, Everything like Rhett was doing when he was like producing those early Epitaph records and stuff. I'm just real gear nerdy like with that. Like I just kind of love that stuff. But I mean like playing wise, yeah, it's just been a little bit of everything, and sometimes I'm better at it. Sometimes I'm really terrible.
Feel your pain in that department.
Yeah,
Sometimes you're like a god when it comes to writing the music, and then sometimes you're like nothing but a peasant on
yeah,
certain days. It's
yeah,
like this
man.
sucks.
Like you ever write a song and then you're like, I'll never write another good song ever. Like that was all of it.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I was like, this is awesome. Nothing's gonna top it.
Right. Yeah.
I definitely want to listen to your stuff. I definitely get the vibes of like uh, earlier Bad Religion, which Bad
Yeah.
Religion's one of my top 10 favorite punk bands of all time.
Same.
Glad they're still going strong.
Same.
Uh, Definitely agree with the Pennywise. source.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with Pennywise. Um, but yeah, you definitely have that earlier sound when punk was just it had a different vibe to it.
Yeah.
Um,
Like
it
I think
was
right around like the early 90s, man, there was like this thing of like all the anger, I don't want to say all the anger went away, but it like kind of got more focused into more of like I don't give a fuck what you think about me thing. And like that's kind of like our vibe, dude. Like it's like whatever, man. They're like the world's fucked up and all that shit, but like we're gonna just keep being us like through everything, man. And that's what I really respected about those early like 90s bands, man. They just came out and did what they did, man, and there was no apology about it.
yeah, no, totally agree with you on that one. Um, so do you guys play a lot of shows? Do you guys tour much?
So we we've kind of been like hiatus mode for like the last year. Up until then, man, like we played a lot of shows. We did a few tours, all up and deep down the East Coast. We like went out to Chicago, up to Buffalo, just all over the place. And but we're writing a new album. We're actually finishing recording a new album, and we kind of took
Nice.
off some time to like really just focus on the songs, try to make them as good as we can, and something that we're like really proud of. And then we're coming back, like we're supposed to be releasing it in February, so we're hoping for a few like record release shows around that time, and like really hitting it real hard again in February.
Nice. Nice. Uh, that's really cool, actually. I'm
Oh,
glad
thank
that you guys are doing that because I can't get enough of the Brick by Brick EP. I've listened to it at least probably, and I'm not bullshitting you because I'm at that age, when you're in your 40s, you just don't fucking care.
you.
I've listened to your EP probably about, I'm gonna say, 15 times today.
Dude, thank you, man. That's awesome, man.
No problem, dude. It's good. It's captivating. It's got energy. It's got passion behind it.
Thank you,
And I'm
man.
just like walking around doing the Mr. Dad stuff, and I'm like
Yeah.
listening to it, and my kids are like, "What do you listen to?" And I was like, "A band." And I walk off.
Just up
It's
there, dude, you know.
it's a band. It's not the stuff you listen to, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate that, man. And hopefully like these new songs, like we've really kind of stepped up like with the kind of pre-production, like trying to really shape what we wanted, but like without losing any of that stuff of like, the aggression and like, just all that stuff that was from the early stuff. It like, like the earlier songs, man, they kind of got slammed together, and there's something about that that's like kind of cool, like when you just kind of put it out. But like we really took our time with these songs, and we want them to be special, but we don't want to lose any of like that aggression and like, the meaningfulness or whatever.
Understandable. Um, Now you're the vocalist. Do you also is the lyrics mostly you're doing, or is it kind of like everybody chips in at some point?
No, yeah, most of them like they start from my ideas for sure. Then they go to the editing process, which goes through the gauntlet of everybody else. But yeah, no, for the most part, like I handle like writing the lyrics and stuff like that. Yeah,
Okay.
help me kind of polish them up.
Now, when you were writing the Brick by Brick EP, where was your mindset kind of at when it came to the lyrics of that?
Um, so with the song Brick by Brick, that actually came from we went up to Baltimore like right after the Freddie Gray riots. Like they had kind of like locked the whole place down. They had like the National Guard were like set up in Humvees and machine guns and shit like on the side of the street. And we went up there. We were actually going up there to a studio to record some drums. And um I wasn't doing anything. I was just there. So I was like, of course, I jump out the car and I'm like, first guy I see, I'm like, hey man, like, you take me to the beer store, right? Because I'm just gonna be sitting around. He's like, yeah, like for sure. So like we're zigzagging through, the city of Baltimore, man, and you could tell, like, because we play a lot of shows in Baltimore. It's like 45 minutes from us. Like we're real familiar with Baltimore. But like at that time, man, it was just a different city, man. It was a different feel. And like I like really the lyrics just came from watching like what was happening. It's like what has to happen for like a community to like tear up their own shit? Like how mad do they have to be? And like what do you have to do that, man? And like that's kind of where those lyrics came from, was just like the understanding or trying to understand like what does that from, because like it's like an inside out type deal, right? It's like it starts inside and it just kind of spreads. Um, and it was, like Baltimore, man, it gets a rap, like after you watch The Wire or something like that, it's got a reputation anyway. But like the Baltimore I know is not that at all, man. Like it's pure Maryland, man. Like there's crabs there, like you know what I mean? Like it's the best of Maryland, man. But yeah, like that time it was kind of crazy. And then, I mean, the rest of the songs, I think, well, like two of them we tried to record before and we just weren't happy how they came out. And then I think Sideways was the only other like real original one from that. And I mean like most of it like I write political stuff sometimes, but a lot of it is just like me like trying to tell myself to like stop being so hard on myself. You know what I mean? Like dude, it's gonna be okay. Like you feel like you're fucking up everything right now, but tomorrow you're gonna do awesome. So
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think that probably stems from the simple fact of being a father too. That puts extra pressure on you because you feel like, I can't fuck up. I've got these little ones looking after me as guidance. But then at the same time, you like rush to the bathroom, splash yourself in the face with water, and be like, "What the fuck am I
yeah.
doing?"
Well, and the thing is too, it's like what are you teaching your kid if you're super hard on yourself? Are you showing them that like, they can't fuck up too once in a while and like, get a comeback? You know what I mean? Like you kind of want to teach them like, okay, you stumble here, but you can pick yourself back up, man, and you always have a new start tomorrow. You could do something better.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. So here's a question I like to ask everybody. What is one crazy, like over the top experience you've had playing a show or going to a show?
Huh. Um, how PG do you want it?
It don't matter to me. I don't, nobody under 18 watches this anyway.
So we played up in Buffalo one time and got chased out of Buffalo by some coke dealers while we had somebody hanging out of our car trying to engage with the coke dealers. Um, we're zigzagging in my big ass Tacoma truck, pulling a trailer behind us while these gangsters are like kind of chasing us, trying to keep up with us. That was pretty wild. Yeah, I'll never forget that one.
I don't want to know what the hell you guys do after your shows now. Feel like it
Uh,
could be, feel like it could be a legal problem.
no, 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 no. We most of the time we're fine. We were hanging out with somebody that was less than fine on that day. Uh,
Kids, remember at home, friends don't let friends hang out with cokeheads while playing
also,
shows.
drug dealers do not take credit cards. Just saying.
Th- th- they will one day. I'm sure they'll sign up with Venmo or Squarespace.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you might be onto something now.
I'll trademark it and set up the market for it.
Yeah, Silk Road's down. I think you have a open territory now, dude.
I'll pass. I could see that job not having benefits.
Ask Ross, whatever the fuck his name is, man. Dread Pirate
Um,
Riders spent like 20 years in fucking prison. Yeah,
is he still in prison or did he finally get out?
he got out.
Damn,
It's fucking crazy. Crazy story.
Jesus. So we talked about the band. We've talked about your personal background. What bands actually got you into punk?
Honestly, so Smash, Offspring Smash was like my intro to punk, and it was like before I even knew like there was a like punk rock, right? Like, but I remember I put that CD on. Like, I was listening to like guitar music before that, right? Like Everclear, like Sparkle and Fade, like that was a really great album. But I mean, like when I put that on, like it goes past that little intro thing, and then like Nitro starts with that fucking like I was like, dude, there's something different about this. Like there's something I don't know, like there's an aggression here that like I felt my whole life, like just bouncing off the wall and being a crazy person, right? And like yeah, when Offspring blew up, it was weird because like like all the radio hits would always get like a million plays like a day on the radio,
Oh
right?
yeah.
But, like I there's something about like the songs that didn't get played on the radio that I was like, oh no, these things though, like this is where the gold is, dude. And then like from there, man, it was like, you get into skateboarding and then like you watch skate videos and then like what bands are on there, right? Like then you get into like the No Effects, the Pennywise and all that stuff. And like by that time, man, I was like, oh no, I found like where I'm supposed to be. Like this is my thing, dude. Like this is what I was looking for forever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. That sounds awesome, man. A lot of people, their gateway drugs either the Ramones or the Misfits.
Yeah.
Um, Mine was the Misfits. I was 15 years old and I heard Last Caress on a radio show late at night, and I was just like, "What the hell is this type of music?"
hmm
And I got hooked.
See,
So
I think I definitely had heard the Ramones, like, Sedated was always on like local rock stations and stuff like that. But like come on, man. Like to be honest, like everybody bows at the altar of the Ramones, right? And they're a great band. They're a pop band. Like that's not what punk became. Like it was something different, man. Like I feel like for a certain kind of kid. Like it was that aggression, that anti-authority thing. Like that was the thing you needed. Like beat on the brat's cool, but like that doesn't speak to like that. You know what I mean? Like that
yeah,
kid.
I think when the evolution of punk music came, I will definitely give credit to the Ramones for developing the style of pop punk. And I've got nothing against pop punk. I listen to it sometimes. Um, but I tend to always go back to hardcore punk
Yeah.
because I was in a hardcore punk band for a long time. I loved it. I still love it. I guess when you get to be my age, it's like the idea of getting into a pit is not as appealing because you're
Yeah.
like, they can probably kick my ass.
And I already
But I
woke up with back pains today. Like, why do I need
see,
to like
yeah,
instigate that shit? Yeah, no.
yeah, it's like it's like I've already had neck surgery. I've got insurance. They don't, so I'm kind of like trying to justify
Yeah, you're
the
like,
say,
you're like, what's my deductible?
well, if I do a spin kick, screw it. No, I'll go sit at the back of the bar and have a beer and just watch them beat the hell out of each other.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, those pits get for like psychotic sometimes.
Mm. There's
Uh,
been plenty of times I've like ran from them things, man. I'm like, oh no, I can't. I don't want to get punched in the face today.
exactly, dude. Exactly. So you guys got an album coming out hopefully in February. You guys are going to do a record release.
Well, so the idea is,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I want to do like multiple record release shows. Like we're like there's a few areas that we hit kind of consistently, and I kind of wanted to do like they're far enough away from each other that like I wanted to kind of do them like multiple shows so that we could hit each one of those like spots. I don't really want to like talk about that too much about like where the areas
It's
are
fine.
until we like kind of get some stuff kind of solidified. But the idea is like, places that we've gone to and have always been like super cool to us. Like we want to go back there, man. Like that's where we want to take these new songs and like put it back in front of friends, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah. Don't say anything right now until it's solidified.
I mean, listen, I am very easy to get to start talking about shit that like isn't solidified. But
I
yeah,
am.
we'll play it smart.
I am too. I have to be careful sometimes. Don't feel bad at all. I've got to be careful about what I talk about around the family. Like, Disneyland, Disneyland. I'm like, shit, shit,
Now
shit,
we gotta
shit.
go.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, the hell we don't. I don't feel like taking out another mortgage.
That's smart.
I mean, it gets crazy. So, being a punk rocker, being a dad, how do you personally balance that out?
Um, like the part that I think is important is just like teaching my kids to be like genuine people that are empathetic to other people. Um, like it is hard, man. It's real hard to be like the authority figure when you've never really done well with authority yourself. But like the difference is like I know a cop doesn't have my best interests in mind. They're doing their job for the day. You know what I mean? Like I genuinely am like invested in what happens to my kids.
Right.
So like I just try to not be a dick about it. You know what I mean? Like I just try to reason with them and be like, "Hey, this is why you shouldn't do this and these are the reasons behind it because you're going to get hurt or whatever." And like I think as long as like you're honest with your rationale, behind what you're saying, I think it justifies itself. You know what I mean? Like if your community isn't policing you, which like, on a very basic level, what's a family but a community? Like those are the people that care about you. They're the ones that want to see you succeed. It's not an ego thing. It's not like a power trip thing. It's like legitimate. That's kind of how I balance it out, man. Like, I mean, as you can see on my back wall right here, it's the other F word poster is on the wall, man. Like the book, the movie, like I live that shit, man. Like they came out and I was like, oh, finally somebody's speaking to my plight. You know what I mean? Like, thank you, Jim. Um, but yeah, man, no, that's kind of where I take it, man. Like it's a different thing when it's not, just power driven, I guess.
I would agree with you. You're like, it's like our mentality is like fuck authority, but then when we have, then I look at my kids and I have to be that authority, and I'm just like, fuck everyone's authority but mine.
Yeah, but there's also something to be said of like if you do it the right way, you earn the respect.
Yeah.
You don't command it, right? Like it's like, oh, like I show up every single time. So like there's a reason that I think you end up listening to what I have to say. It's not because I'm dad and this is how I said it goes. It's like, no, like I told you that when you touch the stove, it's gonna burn you, and that proved to be true, right? So maybe I'm right on this other thing too, like
If I'm not right, here's a fork, there's an outlet.
right.
Test it. Test it. And then you'll find out how right I really am about these things.
Yeah, but you go through so many forks like that. I don't know, man.
Dude, yeah. I can't count how many forks my kids have destroyed. And like me trying to rewire everything again, it just gets to be a pain in the ass. I've given up by now.
Yeah.
Everything's we use candles. It's the only electrical device we have. Oh, fuck. I mean, it's like, I'm assuming you're a skateboarder too.
I was when my body was less.
Yeah.
I mean, I still jump on there when I'm feeling a little froggy, but it doesn't go well. Usually.
No, no, it's like the little. So I tried it and I was like, oh, this would be like being a teenager again. Wrong, fucking wrong.
I don't
Woke
know
up
what they
the.
did to cement. It's extra hard these days. I was trying to teach my kid how to drop in. There's like a 4 foot half pipe or quarter pipe. And I was trying to show him how to drop in. I dropped in a few times, which was fine. It was great. But he still wasn't getting it. So I started like overemphasizing, like shifting my weight. Well, the last time I kind of just threw myself over my board and I like took the whole hit 4 foot like on my shoulder. My whole arm was like numb. I'm like driving home with it hanging out the window because I can't even bend it. I'm like, oh, this was a poor decision. It's so bad. But I gained respect from my son. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, imagine so. I tried it and I think I hit a tiny little pebble and I just lost my balance and like did a barrel roll. And I was like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
When I was younger, I could just can blaze on anything, nothing bad. But now it's like I sneeze the wrong way and you're like,
Yeah.
I pulled something again.
I gotta go to the ER.
Lifetimes of being old.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure a lot of it has to do with living poorly when you were younger too. Like all the dumb shit you did to your body back then just comes back double now?
I would agree with that wholeheartedly, actually. I would agree with that. So how do you view the newer punk that's out there now? What's your thoughts about it?
I mean, so okay. I got two thoughts on this, right? You get
All right.
like the old man thought first is nothing's gonna touch the shit you grew up on, right? Nostalgia takes over everything. Like it trumps everything, right? Like, but I mean, like, punk rock is always supposed to be evolving. It's supposed to be like changing. It's supposed to be pushing boundaries and stuff. So you can't hate on it either. If you really believe in what punk rock's about, like you gotta kind of embrace that. So I mean, like, will I always listen to the old shit before the new shit? Yeah, 100%. But like that's nostalgia. Do I love the fact that like there's still some kids in some basement like throwing their own show, playing their own music? Fuck yeah. Like that's more important than anything, man. So yeah, man, I back it all, dude. Like I think the idea of like old people coming down on like new music is kind of lame because it's not meant for you. Like you already had your revolution or whatever you want to call it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah,
We had our wild days.
exactly, man.
Well, man, Chris, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Is there any type of advice you'd like to give for any up and coming bands out there?
I mean, honestly, if there's any advice I had, it would probably be dated. Like just do whatever you think is the right thing to do, man. Like make the music, put it out there, go play shows, put yourself out there, be vulnerable, put yourself in spots that are uncomfortable, not dangerous, just uncomfortable. Uh, yeah, man, and I think music will like make it work. You know what I mean? Like the crowds will show up and whatever, man.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode. I've been talking to Chris with Idleminds. Please like them. Go check out their Brick by Brick EP as well as their other material out there and look forward to their new album coming out next year.
Yeah,
And thank you guys so much. Hope
dude,
to see
thanks
you
for
on the
having
next
me.
episode. No, thank you.